Ready to get in? What do you think of my hat?
Beautiful. There's a camera?
Yeah, there's a camera on my hat. All right. All right, you mind if I record a little?
No, go ahead.
All right. All right, with me today in the canoe, Frank Groto. Frank's a rod maker, a fly tyer, friend of Wes and Gloria Jordan.
Since 1951.
Since 1951, okay.
Tying flies.
All right, why don't you get in there, and then I'll push us back and turn around and get us in.
I was in junior high school. Well, I was tying before I got in junior high. But we had a teacher that had grown up in Maine. He had a sportsman club after hours, that last hour of the school day on Fridays. And the room was packed with guys.
Okay, yeah.
And he said, don't get disappointed, but this is going to be a fly tying class. We're not going to talk fishing, we're going to talk flies. And he said, anybody who don't want to tie flies can leave. And a bunch of them left.
Oh, okay.
I think enough left so there was plenty of room for everybody to sit down and a few seats were empty.
So that's when you learned how to tie flies. It was at the high school?
Junior high.
At the junior high. After. It was an after-school program.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
I think it might have been the last year of junior high.
So that must have been like early 50s.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. All right. And so, I think if I recall correctly, you told me you started eventually selling into a hardware store some flies, right? Is that correct?
I tried to, but they didn't want them.
They didn't want them.
They had stocks of flies, which
Right.
they didn't realize what they had.
Right, yes.
Which weren't really good.
How old are you today, Frank? How old are you?
81.
81. So, would you mind telling me again when you started tying for Orvis? How did that come about? Did you like write to them?
No, Florena lived in Manchester, Chester, on the other side of the state.
Chester, Vermont.
Yeah, and Manchester's almost latitudinally right across from Manchester.
Okay.
And I went over there and showed them some flies.
You just cold called them. You just walked right in and showed them your flies. Okay.
And the guy there says, yep. And he gave me a list of wet flies.
Wet flies.
To start with.
Okay, yeah.
And I tied them all up. I think 18 dozen.
Oh, wow.
I think it was 6 dozen of 3 flies, maybe. And I tied them up. And he said, he took the eye of the hook and pulled the wings.
Oh, you pulled on the wings.
Yeah, and the wings came out. No, just a few.
Just a few of them. Okay.
And he said, what you got to do is make sure that every wrap is tight.
Yes.
Not real tight, but tight enough so they won't loosen up.
Yeah.
And so I clamped down on the wings. And when I took the rest of them, he said, take them all and go through them. And the ones you can't pull out, they're okay.
Yeah.
If you pull some out, unwrap the head and retie the head.
All right, so hold on now. So you had met Florena at this point. So this is maybe post-high school?
Yeah.
Is this post-service? You were out of the service?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this was in the 60s.
Yeah.
All right.
And I got them, and he gave me, after I tied 18 dozen of those, he gave me a whole bunch of dry flies to tie.
Yeah. You said size 20, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah. The hack was too big a diameter for the hook.
Right.
It was supposed to be a gap and a half from the shank.
Yeah.
And so I went back, I took those all back. I might even have some of them still.
Yeah, that's a lot of flies.
Yeah. I did at one time, I know, but whether or not they're still around. But I took those over. He said, you got to shorten up on. I said, I don't have any hackles that size.
Hackle that size? Yeah, right, yeah.
So he gave me, he laid out three necks.
Yeah.
Had real nice feathers on them. And at least one of them, maybe two of them were grizzly hackle.
Sure, yeah.
Black and white.
Yes, right.
Yeah. And I tied those up. And he bought those.
Oh, cool. So those might have been Adams with a grizzly?
No.
Just grizzly hackle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there was 20, size 20s.
Okay.
And I'm not sure after that what.
Cool. So you sold some into Orvis, and
Yeah.
then, now did you meet Wes Jordan at that time?
Somewhere either just before or just after.
Okay. So how did that come about?
I went over, and I forget if I wanted to see the rods, where they built the rods or what.
Oh, yeah.
He took me back in there, and at the time, he was having them run some blanks.
Yeah.
The 6 strips that he put together.
Right. Yes.
And he would make those strips in 1 or 2 spots.
Yep.
And he knew exactly what he wanted,
Right.
and they weren't making the match.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he said, take them all back. And he says, make them to the specs I told you.
Right.
I think he wrote it out for him. So,
Yeah.
they went back in and they straightened them out.
They straighten those.
Yeah, they straightened out a few of them, and they brought them in. And he said, yeah, that's what I want.
Right.
So he said, make them all like this.
So Wes Jordan, he came up with the patent for this impregnated rod, right?
Yeah, and I think he got it from GE.
Oh, from GE.
Yeah. He didn't work there, but someone else did.
Oh.
And they were impregnating wood,
Okay.
so it wouldn't move. Water wouldn't get in and expand.
Now GE, they were down in Lynn, right?
Yeah,
He's from Lynn, isn't he?
he was. Yeah.
Maybe he did work at GE.
No, I don't think so. I think he knew somebody there.
Okay. All right.
And he found out what they were doing. And I don't think they'd give him the material, the impregnated fluid, but they told him what it was.
Right.
And he went back and,
He figured it out.
yeah, and he put it together.
And that was like a big deal for Orvis, right? I mean, the impregnated rods?
Oh, that was probably one of the biggest things that ever happened to Orvis.
That's what I was thinking, because they're like a rod company.
Yeah.
Essentially, you know?
They have been for years.
Yeah, right.
Somewhere back in the late 1800s, I think.
Right. Yep.
And so he got those made. They checked them over. They said, believe it, the impregnation would go in the pores of the bamboo and come out on the outside.
On the other side, so like in the middle.
No, outside.
On the outside.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It was started in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And the excess would go out through the side.
Gotcha.
And they could polish those rods.
Yeah.
And they looked just like
Like mahogany.
vinyl. But the whole blank,
Inside to out.
yeah, was full of that stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. So that's what made these things last.
And I think it also made them a little stronger.
I bet. Yeah.
But,
I want to understand more about Sawmill Brook and how old you were, and what time of,
I was in high school.
You were in high school, so this was like the early 50s?
Yeah. Either junior high or high school.
Or was it the late 40s?
No.
Early 50s?
Yep.
Yeah, so I went down there, and I looked at where they put on that off-ramp. It goes, for School Street, goes right over Sawmill Brook.
Yeah.
And when I was snooping around, it said like 1952 or something.
Yeah.
So did you see that stuff get constructed?
No. I think that was a little... I was in junior high then.
Okay.
52.
When you first started fly fishing, that you went over to Sawmill? Or were you fly fishing before
A
that?
little before that, but not for trout.
Okay, all right. So that was like your first trout fishing was over there on Sawmill.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said this guy Smokey. What was Smokey?
Eugene Stover.
Eugene Stover.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got you into fishing Sawmill. You went and tried it a few times.
Yeah. I
Got discouraged, and he came over and brought you a couple of big ones and showed them to you.
No, that was my father.
That was your father.
Yeah.
Well, so your father was a fly fisherman.
No, he fished worms. I had fished all that day. And he wanted to go down there about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And he asked me if I wanted to go. And Artie Thompson was going to take him down.
Artie Thompson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, no. I said, I didn't catch any.
Right.
Little did I know, the Manchester Fishing Game had stocked it after I left.
Oh, they stocked it after you left.
Yeah.
Okay, so there wasn't any there for you to catch.
No. Well, there was probably, but I didn't get them. And they stocked 18-inch fish.
18 inches?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Somewhere up there. 16, 18 inch.
Wow, that's a good
And
fish.
he came back with 2 fish and laid them on the kitchen table. I said, where'd you get those? He said, down Manchester Brook. I said, no, you didn't. I said, there's no fish in there. He said, the Manchester people had just left or were leaving. So
You saw him drop them in, huh?
he did. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the best time to get them, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so you were, this was early high school then, so early 50s.
Yeah.
So they had already done, like, the off-ramps and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, so now how many years did you fish that section of the brook?
Many.
So, like, up into the 60s, 70s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so decades.
60s, anyway.
Into the 60s, all right.
Or just before 60. 1960, I went in the service.
1960, you went into the service.
In September, yeah.
So you think there was breeding brook trout up in that Sawmill Brook in Manchester?
Yeah, I really do. Because I've seen them about that big.
Oh, yeah, little ones.
Yeah.
3-4 inches.
Yeah.
So,
I did quite a while ago.
yeah.
But I don't think, if the artists got in, they could have cleaned it out.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But,
So that was right at Atwater Street? Or in that spot?
no, down between that and the golf course, nearer the golf course.
Near the golf course, they were that size. By the high school.
Oh, I don't remember where I saw the little ones, but I had seen them.
Oh, okay.
The brook trout go down the stream and out into the ocean.
Yeah.
And they're salters. I never caught one, but they've been out there.
So you think you caught all fresh water?
Yeah, I did. As far as I know. This is Pie Brook.
That's Pie Brook. Have you ever fished Pie Brook?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right there?
No, you want to go downstream.
So how do you access it?
You going the other way, you go over the brook, and take the first street on the right.
Okay.
And that goes in there quite a ways.
Okay.
And you can go from there, you can park your car there, you used to be able to, and walk through the woods and hit the brook way down.
Okay. All right.
Because I believe they stock that way down below, and the fish come up, and they also come down. I used to ride my bicycle up here
Okay.
from Centerville.
Okay.
And
Is that where you went to high school, Centerville?
no, that's where I grew up.
That's
And
where
I
you
went
grew
to
up.
grade school. This brook, the
That's
fish,
Howlett.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the fish come out of the Ipswich River and go up that.
Right?
And between that, right there by that big tree,
Yes.
I've caught some beautiful fish in there.
Really?
Yeah,
I've been down there, but only probably not at the right time of year.
yeah, in the fall. Yeah,
So how did you get up there? Because I just went across the field.
I went across the field,
Okay.
and there was a woman that was married to a Gordon College professor that came from Maine. And I said to her once, I said, would you like a nice brook trout? I said, yeah, there aren't any around here, are they? I said, oh yeah. And I went up there and I caught two beautiful fall fish.
Oh,
They were
really?
all colored up.
Yeah.
And she couldn't believe it. She said, where'd you get these? I said, in a secret spot.
I've been up there. Yeah, I walked. There's these bows that come over the
Yeah.
brook.
Yeah.
Like it gets to the point where you duck and duck and you can't get any further.
Yeah.
So you catch brook trout right there at the confluence of Howlett and the Ipswich.
Yeah. Because they don't stock it down the sand. But the fish in the fall from the river go up.
Yeah.
And I think it's all brookies that go up. I don't think the brown trout, I think, breed in another time of year.
So would that usually been November or October?
September, late September. I don't think you could fish in October back then.
Hey, could you remind me the name of your buddy from the service that you met? He was up in Jackman.
Oh, Terrier, Russell Terrier.
Russell Terrier.
Russ Terrier. And I think his nickname was Rusty.
Rusty. Sure.
Because he had an older brother
Okay.
that they called Bonhomme.
Benum.
In French, it means little man.
Oh, right. But he was huge,
Oh,
right?
he was a big guy, yeah.
Yeah. Rusty and Benum. So you and Rusty were in the service together.
We met in basic training and just talked to each other for a little while. And I asked him where he was from. He said, Maine. I said, do you fish? He said, do I breathe?
Do I breathe? That's a great response, yeah.
And he went to the infantry and I went in signal. And he was way over the other side of Germany. Near the Turkish border.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So did you guys keep in touch then, or?
We did after we got in the service. I don't know. I think he gave me an address.
Okay.
And I wrote and got the telephone number, and I've been bugging him ever since.
Is he's still kicking?
Oh, I think so. I've been meaning to call him to see what happened last year. Because in the fall of the year, the salmon come out of the lake.
Sure,
and
yeah.
Go up the rivers.
Yep.
And we went to the west branch of the Penobscot between the tip of Moosehead Lake. We went downstream.
Okay.
And I think the lake there was Jasuncook.
Okay. So Jasuncook, between Moosehead and Jasuncook.
Yeah.
Now is Moosehead? That's not in Jackman, is it?
No, it's over.
It's like east of there.
Yeah, it's near. In fact, the Moose River.
That's the Moose River.
Comes from upriver from Jackson and goes all the way down to Moosehead, and it's in the Moosehead.
All right, I got you. So they didn't name the river different there, but it's kind of the same. They're connected through Moosehead Lake, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they put a different name on it.
Well, it's Moose River that goes into Moosehead.
Yeah.
But then the West Branch comes out of Moosehead, or no?
No, that's I think it's the West Branch of the Moose River.
Well, that's the West Branch of the Moose River.
I
okay.
gotta look at a map, check it out.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
But you were saying you were fishing with Rusty.
Yeah.
Between Moosehead and what was it? Chisuncook.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chisuncook, I think, goes into another lake, and it goes over the Ripagenas Dam at that lake.
Okay. Ripagenas.
Yeah. And from there, it tumbles down. And
it's a real steep grade.
Yeah.
It's like free fall almost.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But and there's a volume of water.
Right.
That makes some pretty tough rapids there. Although Russ would go up there with a canoe.
Really?
Yeah. And he'd go as far as he could with a motor. And if he wanted to go farther, he'd pull.
He'd pull the canoe, yeah.
And
so you guys caught a bunch of landlocked in there, huh?
Yeah, but they were all the way down almost near Chisuncook.
Oh, okay.
They went down in what they call the foxhole.
In the foxhole.
And below, I think. Because that was good running water, and the salmon would come up there and breed right.
Well, that was a breeding ground right there, spawning grounds. So
and
could you see the reds? And could you see them in the reds?
I don't think so.
No, yeah.
Although we saw a few jump out of water.
Yeah.
But they hit the surface. They used to stock brooks in Hamilton. Way back during the Second World War, they rationed gas.
Yeah.
And that's when they started stocking all kinds of brooks.
Huh.
The Stanley Street brook down off of Stanley Street and I think Coleman Lane down near Camp Paradise. But it goes to the ocean too.
Oh.
And that went right by Woodland Rose house.
Okay.
And they used to catch fish all through that system, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And Billy Perkins' sister caught like a 14-inch brook trout.
Really?
Yeah. It's a great brook. It's
Stanley Brook. Huh.
Was it Stanley?
Oh, I thought that's what you said. Stanley Road? Is that what you
No,
said?
it's Stanley Street.
Stanley Street. Okay.
And I think maybe the stream was called Stanley Brook, but it was called something else, I believe. And they used to go up into a pond on an estate. It's now the Waring School or some other school in Centerville, on the Centerville, like Manchester line, Montserrat line.
Okay, yeah.
And a friend of mine's brother, he was tying flies, and I asked him if I could watch him, and that's where I really got first hooked into it. He said, if you stand behind me and don't talk, you can watch me. He said, but you can't talk or I'm going to kick you out of here. Right here.
Oh, okay. How about the duck? Do the duck again.